All right, how's everybody Sunday night? Did you have a good weekend? It was kind of rainy here most of the weekend, but you know, it's always good to have some weekend days and to give us a little bit of a break, even when they're rainy. So we've got two products we're going to open tonight, but before we get started ripping into things, we do have a little bit of information to go over, so that's what you see up on the screen right now. Feedback 100% automated, so you never have to wait on me. Yay, automation. And of course, the second thing there is simply to say thank you. I do appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, hanging out with me. We are looking next at breaks that are coming up. This is the stuff that will be, it's already listed on eBay. We'll be breaking it over the next 5 days. And you will note that every night other than Tuesday, we have a 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific start time. Kind of experimenting a little bit with that. I haven't completely decided if that's going to be our new start time or not. But for the next week other than Tuesday, or the next 5 days other than Tuesday, that's what we're working with. Tomorrow night, we'll break Luminance Football and Finest Baseball. On Tuesday, Flash Football and Finest Baseball. On Wednesday, we've got Top Series 2 Jumbo Baseball coming out and Noir Basketball. A little high-end basketball product there. And for Series 2 Jumbo, we are going to open that by the full case. Base cards do not ship to the teams in that break. Base cards has a separate bidding category. This particular break will have silver packs with it. You guys know a lot of times I buy that Series 1, Series 2, and update elsewhere, and I don't get the silver packs with it. But this time I did buy some from the distributors to get you guys some silver packs, make everybody happy for a few cases anyway. On Thursday night, we'll open Noir Basketball, Luminance Football, and Finest Baseball. That'll be a busy night on Thursday. On Friday, Leaf Autograph Baseball Bats are coming out. And we're going to open a full case of those, which are 3 autograph baseball bats in a case. They changed the configuration. They had at one point said it would be 4. They later revised it and said it's 3. And we will open another case of Series 2 Jumbo. And once again, base will not ship to the teams. It will have its own bidding category. Here's what you need to know for tonight. Both breaks are paid shipping breaks, no free shipping breaks tonight. So they are expected to be on the way to you about Thursday. If I can get it out to you faster than Thursday, you know I will gladly do so. Consolation cards probably aren't going to come into play for leather and lumber, but they might for Flash Football. So if you do get skunked and your team doesn't pull anything at all, not a base card, not a single card at all, in either one of these breaks tonight, you are still going to get consolation cards, and they will ship out to you when the rest of the break heads out the door. So first up is a 12-box case of 2019 Flash Football. It is a full case break. This is break number 2. You'll see that the Falcons did not have any bids, so those are noted as such. Everybody else in there, you will see your eBay user ID up in lights across from the team name if you are the winning bidder tonight. And of course, everything we're breaking tonight also ended tonight on eBay, which is Sunday night, the 9th of June. New spreadsheet will go up for leather and lumber, so if you're in that one, hang tight. You'll get a chance to see your name up there shortly. And finally, I'm going to fiddle around with the focus there. That is why it went out of focus in the background. But don't sweat that. We're going to be able to see everything we need to see with no worries. Hi, Greg. How are you? And Bobby B's here. Hey, hey, hey to you too, Bobby B. What are you guys up to tonight? How's your weekend been? So Flash Football, I'm going to get it all out of the box. Then I'm going to take off the plastic and cut the seals off of each box. And once all of that is accomplished, then we will actually start looking in there to see what we have. If you haven't done a break of a Leaf product before, whenever they do cards, well, first of all, there's no base cards. They're always hits, so that's awesome. But secondly, they're all always ready to go, right? So these will already be in top loaders and sleeves, and all we have to do is just take them out and look at them, which is fantastic. Our players are going to be in their collegiate uniforms. So here's what that means to you, because Leaf does not have they can't legally use the Major League Baseball logos or team names. Neither can Panini for that matter. But they also, Panini, will list the city. Leaf does not do that. They just list the player information. So here's what we do. Players go to their current teams. Now, some of these guys, a lot of these guys were drafted, so that's easy. They go to the team that drafted them. Some of them may not have been drafted. So those go to whatever team they're currently affiliated with. So they may have signed rookie camp deal, mini camp deal, training camp deals. There's all these different deals. Whatever it is, if they have signed a deal, or even, frankly, even if they've been invited to a training camp, if they're not otherwise associated with a different team, then they're going to go to that team. Now soon, of course, we'll start having some of these guys getting cut, and then they may move around to other teams, and at that point, of course, their cards would follow them. But in the meantime, that's how we're going to handle it. Out of case number 1, we had one single guy that was not affiliated with the team in any way. Hadn't signed any deals, hadn't done any rookie camp deals or anything like that. So we gave that card out using random.org at the end of the break. And that guy's name was Kyle Kemp, I believe is what it was. So if we see dear old Kyle tonight, we know what the deal is. I had to stop and look some of them up at the end of the break. There were a handful I did not know last time. I do have them written down, so any that I don't have memorized, I have written down. And the few that we found in the last break that I had to stop and look up, I wrote those down too. So we should be a little more efficient tonight. Unless we find a bunch more that we don't know, or that I don't know. It's hard to memorize a whole rookie class in football. It's a lot of kids, man. There's a lot of kids to remember, but we do our best anyway. All right, so off to the races. And first up, we have DeMarcus Lodge to 50. He is one that I did have to look up. He's a Tampa Bay Buccaneer affiliation. Benny Snell Jr., I know where that goes. That goes to my Pittsburgh Steelers. Next up is Kelvin Harmon. Kelvin is a Redskin. Miles Boykin is numbered to 20. And Miles is one I have to look up. I can't remember him. He is a Raven. Miles Boykin, a Raven. Daniel Jones, we know where Daniel goes to. That is headed to the Giants, numbered to 50. Gotta love it. Pulling some nice stuff already out of box number 1. It makes me happy. It hopefully makes you happy. So here's the guy. This is the guy I was talking about. We looked him up the last break, which was just Friday night when this came out. We know he's not affiliated with anybody, so he's going to sit over there. We'll give him out using random later at the end of the break. Jordan Scarlett comes up next, and Jordan Scarlett is a Panther. Brett Ripien, whatever his name is, to 25. You know I'm not going to pronounce it right. Brett. He is a Bronco. We know where Clelin Ferrell goes. He's a Raider. Next up is Josh Jacobs. I know some of you have been chasing Josh Jacobs for a while. How about a Josh Jacobs 1 of 1? Right? That's nice. So if you've got the Raiders, there you go. I know there are a handful of guys that have been looking for Josh Jacobs to show up. Can't do better than a 1 of 1, so congratulations on that for the Raiders. Jamarius Way or Jamarius Way. Had to look him up last Friday night rather. He's the Packers. Justice Hill headed to the Baltimore Ravens, numbered to 50. Keyshawn Johnson is numbered to 15, and Keyshawn is on my cheat sheet somewhere, a Cardinal. Rodney Anderson comes up next. Rodney Anderson is a Bengal. And then Will Greer is a Carolina Panther. Rodney, you saw that Josh Jacobs. Oh man, but you don't have them tonight. I forgot to look and see who had the Raiders tonight. I thought it might be you, but I guess not, since since you're cursing that you don't have it. Elijah Holyfield. Elijah was an undrafted free agent, went to the Carolina Panthers. There comes Trace McSorley. Trace is numbered to 50 up there at the top on that particular number. And Trace is a Raven. Mecole Hardman. Mecole Hardman is a 49er. And this is a 1-of-1 printing plate for Keyshawn that we just looked up. But yet, why can't I remember him? And we just looked him up. Oh, I got to look him up again. I know I just saw him. What did I say he was? A Cardinal. Why can't I retain that? Cardinals. Keyshawn Johnson. One of these days, I'll remember it. And Marquise Hollywood Brown. Redemption. Ravens. All right. Amani Oruwari. Numbered to 50. I know I probably said it way wrong. I have no idea how to say his name, but he is a Lion. Damian Harris is the Patriots. Devin Singletary heads to the Buffalo Bills. Alex Barnes, the Tennessee Titans, to 15. And an A.J. Brown, our other receiver whose last name is Brown. A.J. Brown heads to the Titans. Trayvon Williams is at the top of this stack. Trayvon Williams is a Cincinnati Bengal. That is numbered to 50. Deontay Johnson. That's my Pittsburgh Steelers. Kyle Shermer. I can't remember where Kyle went. But hold on a minute and I'll tell you. Because he's here. I do know I wrote him down. He was an undrafted free agent associated now with the Chiefs. David Montgomery comes out for the Bears. Kyler Murray is here for the Cardinals. Sweet. Darth Kronos, you welcome. You must not have been here when we kicked things off tonight and we went through the order that we're breaking in. So obviously, as you see, we've got Leaf Flash Football up first and Leather and Lumber Baseball second. We do generally break in the order of that they end on eBay, which is usually the one that breaks the fastest goes first, and then the one that takes longer goes second. Jakai heads to the Jets. Caleb Wilson, Arizona Cardinals. Greedy Williams heads to the Cleveland Browns. That is an Ed Oliver redemption for the Buffalo Bills. Another Caleb Wilson, but that's a 1-of-1 for the Arizona Cardinals. So that's our third 1-of-1 so far out of this case. Not too bad. Not too shabby. 3 1-of-1s with a few boxes left to go. Isaiah Buggs, Pittsburgh Steelers. L.J. Scott, undrafted free agent, Ravens. Mac Wilson, numbered to 50. Mac is a Cleveland Brown. Josh Allen, I love this kid. He heads to the Jags, numbered to 50. And here comes a second Josh Jacobs. I pulled the 1-of-1 earlier. Now you've got a bookend. Hi, Redmond. No DK Metcalf so far tonight. No, not at the moment anyway. Johnny Dixon to 50. He was an undrafted free agent to the Texans. Zach Allen, gotta look up. Cardinals. Devin White, numbered to 50. Heads to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Quinnen Williams. You know I should remember Quinnen Williams. Didn't he go to the Jets? Let's just double check so I don't tell you wrong. I so seldom pull him. Do I have him written down? No, I don't. I very seldom pull Quinnen Williams, but I think he's a Jet. I'll double check it. There's your DK Metcalf, Redmond. You got your just in time. Seahawks for DK. Brian Burns. Why did I say Julian Love? I have no idea. Okay, I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry. I was looking at the picture and not the name on the card, and that's my fault. Brian Burns is a Panther. Jace Sternberger, numbered to 25. Jace goes to the Packers. Gary Jennings Jr. is a Seahawk. Clayton Thorson, numbered to 25. Clayton goes where? Where do you go? Eagles. Drew Lock heads to the Denver Broncos. Next to last box here. Tyree Brady, had to look him up the other night. He is the numbered to 50, but what is he? Well, I can't even read my own writing. I think that says Jags. Ryan Finley for the Bengals. Is it bad when you can't read your own writing? Riley Ridley for the Bears, numbered to 10. Karen Higdon. Have to look Karen up. Don't have him committed to memory quite yet. Undrafted free agent to the Texans. N'Keal Harry goes to the Patriots. So we are on our last box, which means we are officially in last box mojo mode. We're going to hope to pull out the big, fiery, fantastic hits here out of our final box tonight of this product. Trey Lamar comes out first. Lions. Jalen Jelks. I don't remember him. Jalen Jelks. I'm looking. Do I have him written down? No. Did I look him up the other day? Yes. He's a Cowboy. Jalen Jelks is a Cowboy. I should have started looking at what I wrote down the other day. Eris Williams. Boy, I have no idea. That's numbered to 15. I don't even have him written down anywhere. He's going to sit over there. I got to look that up. I don't know that at all. Jalen Smith. Undrafted free agent Ravens, and a Kyler Murray for the Arizona Cardinals, numbered to 20. Okay, so that has most of our break settled. We've got this guy that we know is not associated with any team, nor was he drafted, so he will go to random.org for sure. I got to look this guy up because I have no idea. So bear with me a second while I do a little research here and try to figure out where this guy goes, or maybe he doesn't go anywhere, but we're gonna find that out really quickly here, thanks to the miracle known as Google. Eris Williams. All right, so he signed with who? He was an undrafted free agent that signed with the Colts. All right. So Eris Williams is Colt. I'm going to write him on my little cheat sheet so we'll know for next time. All right, give me 1 second to write that down so that I have the 411. This guy, that's what we're going to do right now. Not drafted, not currently affiliated with another team in any way, so that means everybody's going to have a shot at him here. We're going to put him in random.org. So as you see, I'm bringing you along with me. We just copied all of the teams. We're going to head next here to random, where I'm going to paste them all in there. I will scroll through so you can see they're all in there. And basically it works like this because we have more than 9 items. We have 10 or more items in our list. I'm going to hit random one single time, and whoever ends up in the number 1 bidding position is going to get that little card. And it comes up as the Oakland Raiders, who already had a nice break tonight, and they're going to add to their tally here. Let me get that in something that I can write on so that I know later where it's supposed to go. Except, uh-oh, my Sharpie's gone. Oh, there it is. All right, so the Kyle Kempt, the guy not affiliated with anybody, awarded to the Raiders using random.org. That's that guy right there. Now, we will recap everything. I'm not going to read off all the numbering and teams and all that again because that would be basically just doing the break over, but we'll do a quick little recap for anybody who might have missed part of it. Eris Williams, Kyler Murray, Jalen Smith, Jalen Jelks, Trey Lamar, redemption for N'Keal Harry, Karen Higdon, Riley Ridley, Ryan Finley, Tyree Brady, Drew Lock, Clayton Thorson, Gary Jennings, Jay Sternberger, Brian Burns, DK Metcalf, redemption for Quinnen Williams, Devin White, Zach Allen. Next up, Johnny Dixon, Josh Jacobs, Josh Allen, Mac Wilson, LJ Scott, Isaiah Buggs, Caleb Wilson, a redemption for Ed Oliver, Greedy Williams, Caleb Wilson, Ja'Kai, Kyler Murray, David Montgomery, Shermer, Deontay Johnson, Trayvon Williams, A.J. Brown, Alex Barnes. Devin Singletary, Damian Harris, Orawari, Marquise Brown, Keyshawn Johnson, Hardman McSorley, Holyfield, Greer, Rodney Anderson, Keyshawn Johnson, Justice Hill, Jamarius Way, Josh Jacobs, we will flip that, that's a 1 of 1. Clellan Farrell, Brett Rypien, Jordan Scarlett, Daniel Jones, Miles Boykin, Kelvin Harmon, Benny Snell Jr., and DeMarcus Lodge. All right, so there's our case of Leaf Flash Football, which is going to bring us right into line to do some Leather and Lumber Baseball. Let me get our spreadsheet set up again. We'll take a little peek at what's headed our way here with Leather and Lumber. So for those of you who jumped in after the fact and did not see this when it was up there earlier, I am expecting what we're opening tonight to be on the way to you approximately Thursday. If I can get it out to you sooner than Thursday, I will be happy to do so. And if you go hitless in a break tonight, I should not say hitless. I should say if you don't pull anything at all, as in no base cards, not a single card, not one thing, then in that case, you are still going to get consolation cards. They would ship out with the rest of the break since this is a paid shipping break. So that's how that's going to work. This is a 10, it says it's a 12-box case. Why did I think it was a 10-box case? Well, anyway, I guess it's a 12-box case of 2019 Leather and Lumber Baseball. It's a full case break. It is break number 2. And, of course, it also ended tonight on eBay Sunday night, the 9th of June. Team names are on the left-hand side, winning bidders across from each team there on the right-hand side. And, of course, this is a new product from Panini. If you haven't opened it before, we opened it once when the night it came out, we opened it. So this is just our second break of it. But all of the base cards in here are die cut, so that's kind of cool. Kind of like that. Oh, it does. They use a lot of packaging, though. It's a real. It takes as long to get everything out of the package as it does to even do the break. Practically, it's it is lots and lots and lots of packaging. They want to make sure they keep us really busy. 4, 6, 8. It is a 10-box case. So I had it written wrong on the spreadsheet. It is not a 12-box case like I said on the spreadsheet. It is 10, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 10. Let me make sure I said that it was 10 in the listing. Surely to gosh, I didn't mess up the listing. but I'm going to look real quick. Oh, it does say 10 box case on the listing. Okay, I just made a spreadsheet typo there, guys. So let me fix that real quickly. That happens occasionally when I'm in a hurry, getting stuff ready before a break. So let me just flip you back, and there's our correction. It is a 10 box case. It was correctly listed as a 10 box case on eBay, but I stupidly typed in 12 box case on my spreadsheet. So, oi, there you go. Hi, Michael. How are you? Who have you got in here tonight, Michael? Who are you chasing? All right, so we have got all these mini boxes. I know, it is just dreadful. It's like each one of our master boxes has 4 mini boxes in it, and then each one of our mini boxes will have 2 hits in it, 1 autograph and 1 memorabilia card. So it's just a whole lot of packaging to get to what we need to do. And unfortunately, that is why the break takes as long as it does for the most part, because it's just crazy having to get everything out of all this stuff. Michael, you've got the Yankees. All right, we'll see what we can find for your New York Yankees as we go along. So this is, of course, 1 pack per mini box. I'm showing you the empty insides just because that's what I typically do, so that you can see that I'm not leaving anything in there, and etc. Of course, once you know it's 1 pack a box, pretty much the only way I could miss anything is if I took nothing out of a box, which I think we would all know if that happened. Every once in a while, there will be a product that'll have multiple packs, where a pack will stay stuck down inside of a box, and we'll find it by doing this, by just flipping it to the camera. Either you'll see it, or I'll see it, or we both see it. So it is kind of useful to do it, I think, other than maybe in a situation like this where we know it's just 1 pack, but nonetheless I'm in the habit, so we look at it anyway. Darth Kronos, you said somebody tried for multiples but couldn't afford most. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, this product was a really expensive new release from Panini. Actually, I lost money both times I broke it, but hey, you know what? You never know until you try what you've got. So sometimes that's the way the ball bounces, and we're still going to have some fun opening it, and hopefully you guys will get some good deals out of it. So once again, all of our base cards in here are die cut, every single thing. So unless there's something notable about it, if they're numbered or something along those lines, we'll take a little longer look at those base cards. But if they're not numbered or have some other unique characteristic about it, they are just base, so we'll kind of buzz on through them. Wilson Contreras for the Cubbies. Actually, you've got 3 relics. Those blended in. I almost didn't notice them, but that's 3 relics, the one on the bottom there with the pinstripe. And we have a Kevin Kramer rookie signature for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Is that numbered? Yes, to 149. And I should have moved this up already, and I missed it. I meant to move it up to the front. But it's another, it's a Randy Johnson for the Diamondbacks, just another one of our base cards. Michael said you got a little intense. You felt like you were at the casino because auctions end so close together. Yeah, I do put mine pretty fast in there. I don't waste a lot of time in between. Not that it's wasted time, but I mean, I just kind of get up and go when I list them. I know a lot of people do put a minute or 2 minutes between teams or something, but I just don't. Honestly, I like to bid with them kind of just going bang, bang, bang. So I guess that's why I list them that way, because I like to bid that way. But anyway, I know what you mean. So occasionally we're going to find these gold proofs. You can see it down there if I get it at the right angle that it says gold, whatever proof. These are the only base cards that are not die cut and are what I would call like a traditional thickness. So they're like a traditional kind of baseball card. The rest of these are die cut and thick if they're base, obviously different if they're hits. So Jeff McNeil comes out for the New York Mets. Couple of pieces of bat and a cloth relic at the bottom. And then Christian Stewart for the Detroit Tigers with numbered to 125. I'm like, is that not numbered? They move them around. It kills me. Number them one way in one pack, another in another. Yeah, Darth Kronos, we had, out of the first break of this, a couple of Vlad Guerrero Jr. autographs, two different Vlad Guerrero Jr. autographs, a Vlad Jr. relic and a Vlad Sr. relic. So we had a crazy amount of Guerreros Jr. and Sr. that came out of the first case. That one is another proof, James Paxton for the Yankees. So we'll see what it wants to give us tonight. Michael, you said your theory is the Pirates and A's players are on minimum wage, so they signed more cards because they need the money. Polanco for the Pirates. I would like to be on their quote-unquote minimum wage. Yeah, I'd love to have their money. San Francisco Giants, that is Steven Duggar to 125. And by the way, if we do find Vlad Sr. in here, he's going to be in here as a Montreal Expo. At least he was what we found before. And if you don't know this, cards always stay with their franchise. So the former Montreal Expos are the current Washington Nationals. So if we do find Vlad Sr. or any other Expo, it'll go to the Nationals. This one you'll notice is numbered. It's to 99, Harrison Bader for the Cardinals, who's playing tonight for Sunday Night Baseball. Alex Verdugo comes out for the Dodgers with a triple relic. And, oh, I cannot say this guy's name. I always butcher it. Galarraga, which is not right. I mean, it's close, but it's not right. Anyway, it's a nice hit. It's to 10. It's for the Colorado Rockies, and that's the kind of hit I like to see in here. Not that I don't like our rookie hits, because I surely do, but I also like nice veteran Hall of Famers and even some current players mixed in. Kind of makes me happiest, personally. All right. We are still going here. We've got another one that's numbered to 99, and that's St. Louis Cardinals, Mikolas. Darth Kronos, you're looking for White Sox tonight? All right, we'll try to find you some White Sox in here tonight. Max Kepler for the Minnesota Twins. That's numbered to 99. Is a really thick card, and I'm not sure why. The relic doesn't look particularly thick, but anyway, the card is really thick, so there you go. Nice rookie hit for the Mets with Pete Alonso, numbered to 50. Alonso's been tearing it up for the Mets for the most part. All right. Oh, a new little die cut. We haven't seen this configuration yet. That's Alex Bregman for the Astros. We'll find a bunch of those as we go along. That just happens to be the first one we've seen that looks that way tonight. Numbered to 99, it is Randy Johnson, Arizona Diamondbacks. And a little gold proof Trey Turner for the Nats. Rivals, the plot thickens. So here's what happens with these kinds of cards when we have players from two different teams on them. So obviously what happens with that is it ends up going to random.org to determine who gets it, because there's only two on there. So unless somebody owns them both, we'll have to use random, and it is numbered to 99. So we've got Piazza and Roger Clemens on there, so it's Mets versus Yankees. Urias, Padres to 149. Yeah, Matthew, Matthew's trying to phonetically say Galarraga for me. But here's the deal, guys and gals. I am just really, really bad with pronouncing names. And I can hear them pronounced, and I can hear other people saying them in my head. I can even see them spelled out phonetically, like Matthew did kindly for me there. And I still, when it comes out of my mouth, I just butcher it. I can't explain it. I think there's a loose wire. And some of you are going to say there's more than one loose wire. But come on now, be nice. It's Sunday. Gleyber Torres for the New York Yankees. That is numbered to 50. Part of the shoe, the Sweet Feet insert. Prospector Nick B is here. Hi, Prospector Nick B. Minnesota Twins with Jake Cave to 25. Bobby B, you need some Red Sox and some Nats. Some love for the Red Sox and the Nats. All right, we're going to try my best to see if we can't conjure something up for you, my friend. And a proof for Starling Marte and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Vlad Guerrero Jr. relic for the Toronto Blue Jays. It's numbered to 99. It's a big chunk of the baseball bat. Chance Adams, New York Yankees. Chance is numbered to 99. I was like reaching to get another pack, but we don't have any more packs out. I got to get some more out of here. Got to go through another lesson in how to waste a lot of time opening packaging. Thank you, Panini. Yeah, what are you going to do? I mean, I do know the reason they make it that way. It's because it's a very expensive product, and people in the hobby stores, they don't want to have to try to sell it by the full box because they probably wouldn't sell very much of it. So they put these little mini boxes in there, and they think, oh boy, that'll be handy for the hobby shops. But I have news for them. The hobby stores don't buy it anyway. They look at it and say, wow, that's way too much money for that new product. We're not going to carry it. So instead, it all gets broken, and then we spend 400 hours getting it out of the boxes. Matthew, you need some Orioles. All right, let's work on some Baltimore action for you. This is off, well, it's off the subject as in we're not talking about what cards you guys need, but it is on the subject of baseball. Did anybody watch last night the Angels game? That was, I mean, okay, first of all, I have to say, poor little Yusei Kikuchi, it was a horrible game for him. Let's all face it, he's not been as good as we thought he was going to be up to this point, but he got blistered, absolutely blistered at the top of the lineup. Tommy LaStella comes up, bam, first pitch, home run. I mean, it wasn't first pitch of the game. It was first pitch to him at the top of that inning. Followed up by Mike Trout. Boom, home run. Followed up immediately by Shohei Ohtani. Yep, boom, home run. Back to back to back home runs. And they left him in the game even after that. Kikuchi stayed in the game even after that. But man, I mean, they just ate him up alive last night. Hi, I love to watch. That is our only Vlad Guerrero Jr. so far. Was the bat relic that we pulled there a moment ago. And Chris Archer, Pirates, with a proof, paper proof. Speaking of Shohei Ohtani and the Angels, there's a relic for him. And our hit, Gonzalez, for the Houston Astros. Marwin Gonzalez, numbered 275. Oh, who hit 4 today, Bobby B? Bobby B said somebody today hit 4 homers in a row, back to back to back to back. Oh, I missed that. I was, watching the Reds game, of course, because that's what airs in my market. But I do kind of follow along some of the others sometimes, either on, you can do that when MLB does that little around the league catch up. I see some of it there. And I also keep MLB.com up sometimes, and I just watch the score, and you can hit game day and kind of read what's happening. Javi Baez to 99 for the Cubbies, but I didn't see that. I didn't know who that was. Willie Calhoun for the Texas Rangers, numbered to 25. Another super, super thick card there for the Rangers. And Justice Sheffield comes out for the Mariners to 99. The Nationals today. Oh, I can't believe I missed that. Wow. Well, that's crazy. Here I was thinking it was pretty something that they hit 3 last night for the Angels, and then today the Nationals are like, nah. We can do better than that. Here come 4. At least they probably changed out the pitcher, right? In that game, as opposed to leaving poor Yusei in there while they were just beating the living daylights out of him. Vizquel for the Cleveland Indians. Toronto Blue Jays, Ryan Borucki. I know that's not who you wanted. It's numbered to 99. But at least my Reds won today. I tell you what, it didn't look pretty early. My goodness. Sonny Gray was not really doing well, but he was getting 0 help. That is numbered to 98, Gil Hodges. Way throwing back. For, well, come on now. Go in there. That's why I hate that particular die cut. The one that's like a Christmas tree is a pain in the rear. That's the Dodgers for Gil Hodges. Yeah, I mean, there was a routine pop-up that Joey Votto ran from first base over into foul territory to try to catch Milwaukee Brewers Aguilar. And somehow or another, it ends up like 10 feet away from him in fair territory. He lost it in the sun. So the ball drops, and they score 2 runs on it. That's the kind of start we had to the game. I like that. Eddie Murray, I always liked him. Baltimore Orioles to 299. Patrick Wisdom, Texas Rangers. Patrick is numbered to, 99, down there in bottom right corner. So, yeah, once we got past some of those kind of just terrible things that were happening, we got a little lucky there towards the end of the game and had a nice inning, put some runs on the board, and somehow managed to hang on. So we needed that too. We'd lost like 3-4 games in a row. It was ugly. Max Scherzer, Nationals, with a proof. Stephen Piscotty for the Oakland A's, numbered to 299. Looks like both pieces of the baseball bat. Ortiz, Baltimore Orioles, to 99. Oh, Darth Kronos says, he's been thinking he had a different team the whole break. He's got the Tampa Bay Rays in here. You know, I think we've all done that at some point or another. If you get a lot of them going in one night, it is hard to remember which one goes where. I feel you on that. That is numbered to 99, Matt Chapman in the Oakland A's. David Fletcher. Relic. Is it numbered? It is to 99. So David Fletcher for the Angels. This is nice, Padres. Fernando Tatis Jr. to 99. Very nice hit for San Diego. Bobby B, you're going to the Phillies Diamondbacks game tomorrow. Oh, that'll be fun. Phillies D-backs. Nice little outing there. Who's pitching tomorrow? Chris Davis, Oakland A's. Ahmed Rosario coming out for the Mets. And Tukey, Atlanta Braves. Tukey is to 99. Yeah, Matthew, you're not kidding. Some of the cards, the ones that are cut in the sort of, like a Christmas tree sort of pattern, are not fun to get in there. These are actually a little bit easier to me to get in there. I know that's the one you're talking about, but there's several of these that are not a lot of fun to put in a sleeve. They just want to give you an argument, but eventually they all work themselves out. You just have to kind of be careful when you're doing it. Wilson Contreras, Cubbies to 299. Cedric Mullins, Baltimore Orioles. Cedric is numbered to 149. All right. Time to rinse and repeat. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Panini for at least the last couple of years, they've had just a pretty set lineup in baseball, and that's what they stuck to, and I think we were all kind of happy with that. And now this year they added Prism Baseball, which I like the Prism product, so I was kind of okay with that. I'm a fan of Prism in general. And then, of course, now they've added this, Leather and Lumber, and I don't know if I've seen that they're adding anything else or not, but of course they always do National Treasures and Immaculate and some of the high-end stuff. And I was okay with that. I don't need like 1,000,001 releases from them. And Optic is always a fun one to break for baseball from Panini. But these days, everybody just puts out, that is a really, really, really thick something happening right there. Just FYI. Maybe it's just two thick cards in there together, back to back. I don't know, but there's something. Oh, no, see? Yeah, that's really thick. When I felt that, I was like, oh, no, there's something else going on there. Something else going on down there on that pack, for sure. Oh, Bobby B, have you not seen any of the Prism Baseball that we broke? It's just Prism, just like Prism Basketball or Prism Football or whatever. It's the same concept, same basic product. And then we did, what did we do? I don't know. We've done at least a couple cases of it, I think. We did a couple of cases. I sold off a couple of cases, and I think I still have a couple of cases. So, yeah. So, I'm thinking that, I don't know. I don't know if that's that could potentially be 2 thick cards together, but it looks like it, like I see, like that's really thick too, but that's 2 thick cards together. So it's always possible that what I'm seeing down there is just 2 thick ones stacked together, but it looked and felt like it might be more interesting than that. So we'll see. We'll see how it shakes out. Andujar Yankees proof. And this is the Vlad Guerrero Sr. that I spoke to you guys about earlier. That, of course, it says Montreal Expos on it, which means that that is the current Washington Nationals. So the Nationals to 75 with a Sweet Feet relic from Guerrero Sr. Jacob Nix comes out for the Padres, numbered to 99. Prospector Nick B. I don't think there are any bat knobs in here. Not that I'm aware of, but it has been a while since I looked at the marketing materials on this. So if I'm wrong, somebody jump in there and let me know. And Bobby B says, well, Bobby B, you can always shoot me a message and let me know what you're looking for. I mean, on any given day, I don't sell off a lot of stuff, but when many things come out together in a short time frame, and especially if a lot of them are really base heavy, sometimes I just get so much that I think, man, I don't have time to break all this, and I'll sell off a few cases. Carlton Fisk, numbered to 99. Here comes Jake Cave again. We saw him once. We're about to see him again. He is numbered to 99. So, yeah, I mean, there's, in fact, I've got a few things sitting down there right now that I haven't gotten around to breaking, that I'm kind of pondering whether I want to eventually break them or whether I just want to sell them off to get back to close to even before they dump our next wave of stuff on us. It's just, I don't know. Hard to find time to do it all. Not so much hard to find time to break it as it is to sort it and ship it after the fact. DeShields, Texas Rangers. Corbin Burns, Milwaukee Brewers. Corbin Burns to 149. And what else have we got? Corey Seager for the Dodgers. Triple relics, most of those. Ryan O'Hearn, Kansas City Royals. It's our first Kansas City hit tonight, I think, to 149. Oh, Bobby B, I didn't pay attention in Prism to tell you for sure if it's only rookies signing in it or if it had other people signing. I don't really remember. Isn't that terrible? I know, but it feels like we opened that a million years ago. I can't remember. James Paxton to 25 for the Yankees. Rowdy Tellez, Toronto Blue Jays. Well, Rowdy. Okay, now I know why Rowdy's being rowdy. I had the wrong thing in my hand. Now, that works a little better. Oh, there's Yusei. Poor Yusei. He's had a bad month. We have to think, though, he's got good potential, so he'll probably rebound. It is numbered to 149 for the Mariners. Proof for Adam Jones, Arizona Diamondbacks. Pittsburgh Pirates, Kevin Newman. Oh, I like that. You got 2 yellow and a black. That's a nicely balanced card. Things like that. I notice things like that. Brad Keller, Kansas City Royals. So the Royals went from famine to feast, numbered to 75. Notice I'm keeping that one till last. I know, so mean. It should be nicer, being that it's Sunday, right? It should be nicer, but I am making you wait. But at least we're not waiting till the very end of the break. At least we're going to see it before that. Proof for Trey Mancini, Baltimore Orioles. We have an Austin Hayes relic for the Baltimore Orioles. Oh, I've got my sleeves going upside down and all kinds of crazy stuff over there. I don't know what I've done. David Fletcher, Angels. Well, maybe. Go in there. David Fletcher, quit being that way. Numbered to 10. All right, I like that. Always happy to see low numbered. Now, here comes whatever this is. Which is either one really big, thick card or it's two. Oh, it's two thick cards put together, so it's not one big, thick card. Oh, man. J.D. Martinez, Boston Red Sox proof. Daggone, I was thinking we were going to have like some kind of booklet or something, but no, it's not going to be what it is. Mike Trout, numbered 225 for the Angels. In fact, I think I flipped them the wrong way. I just put them back the way they were. Oh, man, I really thought that we might get lucky, but it is two separate thick ones. Willie Stargell. I always liked Willie Stargell, too. Pittsburgh Pirates, numbered to 25. And our second big thick card. Ooh, that is nice. That's Jake Bauers for Cleveland Indians. Jake Bauers to 75 with a pair of relics and an autograph. Yeah, I like that hit. So I guess that was still worth waiting for then, right? Yeah. Darth Kronos, you need a Brandon Lowe autograph. Under 50. All right. Very specific Mojo request there. We will do our best to find that for you. Try to get the Mojo flowing. All right. Now we've got a little more room back there. I'm going to stack these little bad boys up right there and get them somewhat out of the way while we open them to get the packs out. And the other thing I feel so guilty about with all this packaging, the recycling. Like normally I recycle everything, and my stupid city started about 2, maybe 3 weeks ago saying that they will not recycle paper anymore because supposedly we don't have anybody that will pay to buy our paper products anymore. So we can only recycle plastic and, you know, like cans and bottles and stuff like that. So whatever that is, aluminum, tin, whatever. But no paper. So that just really, I mean, you got to understand, I have recycled ever since it's been a thing. It's very ingrained in me. So to have to throw all of this away, all of this packaging, which would have normally been recycled and gets thrown in the trash, just kills me. So that's the other reason that I hate the fact that there's so much packaging for this, because I feel terrible guilt every time I have to throw paper into the trash. So they did a good job guilting me into recycling, and now they want me to stop recycling, and now I feel guilty about that. So what are you going to do? Dang, I love to watch says you want a Vlad Jr. 1 of 1. That's a tough request right there, but the Mojo will try to deliver it for you, but that's a tough one. Darth Kronos, you said any rays will do. All right. We will amend your request to any rays then. That is numbered to 99. Pujols, Angels. And Matthew, you are not wrong. My trash man does hate me. The recycle people hate me. The trash people hate me. Because there is so much stuff every week. Because, you know, not just all the cases and things we open, but all the outer boxes and things that it's shipped to me in. Oh, it's a tremendous amount of stuff. J.P. Crawford for the Phillies. Well, well, well. How about your Vlad Guerrero Jr.? May not be a 1 of 1, but right on cue, there it is. It's numbered to 99. So, how about that? I love to watch. That should at least get you, it's in your wheelhouse, right? Not a 1 of 1, but you're happy with it, I'm thinking. That is one thing that is quite nice about the Panini products is they do usually make it fairly easy to pull the hot players, if you will. Simmons, Proof, Angels. Brandon Lowe, but it's going to be a relic. So we got your guy, but we didn't, we got your guy, but we didn't get your autograph. Not on this one, but we'll keep trying. Keep working on it. Ryan O'Hearn again for the Kansas City Royals. I think we saw him once already. It's to 125. And I'm going to have to slide some of this on down the road because my stacks are getting kind of tall. I don't love it when they get super tall. Matthew, you said you leave a 30-pack for your trash guy every 6 months. Yeah, my guy probably expects that like every week. Yeah, I have just such a tremendous amount of stuff. Oy. But you know what it's like. That is for the Brewers. It was a proof for Jesus Aguilar. Ahmed Rosario makes an appearance for the Mets. You got a little pinstripe, too, there for Rosario. Danny Jansen. Now we've got Toronto Blue Jays on a little bit of a roll, don't we? Numbered to 149. Oh, well, yeah, your guy is like, for sure, he's going to bring, I'm surprised he didn't do more than just put him right up by the house. I mean, if you're like rewarding him with alcohol every few months, I'm surprised he didn't like bring them around back and put them where they're supposed to be. Probably not very many people give him things to help, to thank him for, you know, helping out with their trash. So he probably really appreciates you. Corey Seager and the Dodgers. That is numbered to 349. And our autograph here is one Kevin Kramer for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pittsburgh is numbered to 149 as well. I don't think I necessarily have the same people every week, though. I mean, maybe I do, but I don't know. I don't think I do. I should check on that, though. Because that wouldn't be a bad idea if I do have really the same guy every week. You might be on to something there, Matthew. Omar Vizquel for the Cleveland Indians. And Toronto Blue Jays, you're in business again with Ryan Borucki. This product is loaded with the Blue Jays to 149. I know we got close on your low, Darth Kronos. We just didn't quite get over the edge with it. Numbered to 99, Aaron Nola, Phillies, benchmarks. A proof for Matt Carpenter, St. Louis Cardinals. Shohei Ohtani relic, Angels. Oh, I like that one too because you got a little red and gray in there. Marwin Gonzalez. I think we already saw Marwin Gonzalez, but now we're going to see him again for the Houston Astros. This is numbered to 25. I don't remember what our other one was numbered to, but we're cornering the market on Marwin Gonzalez. Oh, Darth Kronos, you're having some regret because those are all the guys you wanted when you were bidding on Toronto, but then you didn't end up winning the bid. Yeah, I know. I've always said it's so hard to watch a break if you get outbid on a team and then that team does well. It's always so hard mentally, isn't it? I mean, it is for me. I've done it plenty of times, believe me. Nelson Cruz for the Minnesota Twins. Eddie Murray. We saw an Eddie Murray earlier. And here's another one for the Baltimore Orioles, numbered to 299. Houston Astros with Miles Straw. Oh, that's numbered to 25. I like that very much with the black background and the gold ink. Very nice looking hit there for the Astros and Straw. Darth Kronos, don't give up on breaks. No, no, no. Can't do that. It'll fall your way one of these times, you know. Or use Auction Sniper. You guys know how I feel about it. I love using Auction Sniper. I think it increases your chances to win. And that is Urena, numbered to 25 for the Marlins. And also bidding in unusual increments, believe it or not, can very much increase your ability to win teams as well. So instead of, you know, whatever, $100, bid $101.36, or instead of $50, bid $50.68 or something. Nicky Delmonico comes out for the White Sox to 249. There's lots of times those little odds and ends amounts will help you win something that you wouldn't have otherwise gotten. It was a White Sox kind of pack. There's Michael Kopech coming out, numbered to 99. And you would be amazed, really, at how many auctions end on an even amount, or on something that you would anticipate it being. Not always an even amount, like literally an even number, but like 25 cents or 50 cents or an even dollar or something or another. You'd be shocked at how many of them end that way. Darth Kronos, you said you're just getting started. I can give you this little bit that might help you, because you're saying it's not about winning the bids, it's what you know, you're not hitting it with the teams that you do win. Do you use any of the sites that like take the checklists and break them down by teams? There are several of them. I use group break checklists with an S on the end. Now this is when I'm bidding personally. That's not what we use here. Okay, we're always going to go look something up on the manufacturer's website because we don't have to worry about mistakes and whatever. But you know, obviously that's a little different because we already know what we're looking up. But if you want to see it broken down by team and not have to look through the manufacturer's list and collate it yourself, go to group break checklists. I know, I wish they just said checklist without the S, but anyway. Or Break Ninja, or any of those, and you can often get a feel for what is more likely or less likely to hit, because you'll see there's a lot of different things to look at there. Not only the number of players available for each team, but really more importantly, how many are available for each team. So maybe one team shows 20 players and you think, oh yeah, that's the team I should get. They've got 20 players in this. But of those 20 players, maybe 15 of them, they're numbered to 50 or less. Whereas maybe you've got another team that has 15 players in it, but theirs are numbered to 150 or less. Then obviously the team with fewer players, but more signatures per player would give you better odds to hit. So I don't know how much you get into breaking it down that way, but if you're looking at it purely as like for hits, either for your personal collection or even to flip, and you just want hits, period, that's something that sometimes people don't pay as much attention to as to like how many copies of each one of those are available. So that's just been my experience anyway. I love to watch this. Just do what he does. Overbid by $100 and deal with the buyer's remorse later. That's the Pirates gold proof. That's funny. Yeah, Darth Kronos Beckett has some stuff too, but I do find group break checklists as a whole is probably my favorite. Hanley Ramirez comes out next for number 2, 349 for the Dodgers. And this is Ponce de Leon, Daniel Ponce de Leon for the St. Louis Cardinals, number 2, 147, oddly enough. Not 149, but 147. Yeah, Mike D. Break Ninja is another one that's okay. Some people use Cardboard Connection. Honestly, at any given time, I have found all three of them to be useful. There are also mistakes sometimes that they make on any of those three or all of those three, which is the reason we only use manufacturer's checklists when we're verifying things here in the break. But any of those really would work and be fine. That is number 1099, Lorenzo Cain, Milwaukee Brewers. And a gold-proof Shohei Ohtani for the Angels. And another Shohei Ohtani relic. We hit one earlier. Got a bookend of Ohtani relics now. And our autograph, Rowdy Tellez, Toronto Blue Jays, keep on trucking. Rowdy numbered to 125. Oh, yeah, Darth Kronos, if it's for your personal collection and you're looking for specific players, yeah, then you just got to take the lumps, man. I did that forever trying to hit Antonio Brown's rookie card a while back. Jose Barrios, Minnesota Twins, numbered to 25. And, I mean, it was just terrible because all the breaks that I would get outbid or like I would miss them, I wouldn't have time to bid or whatever, and I would watch them later, those are the ones he would come out in. And then the ones that I had, he would not come out, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I was so frustrated. Alex Verdugo for the Dodgers, numbered to 349. In fact, I stopped watching them, the breaks, looking for Antonio Brown. Like, I just gave up even watching them because I was getting so depressed. Still buying them and bidding into them, but I stopped watching them. The White Sox, Michael Kopech to 149. But I knew the person, I mean, I didn't know personally, but I had been breaking with these people a long time, so I didn't really have any worries. Even if I didn't watch it, I knew if I hit something, I would get it from them. So I just gave up. And still bid, but stopped watching. And maybe, I don't know, a week or two after I stopped watching, one of my regulars came in and said, oh, congratulations on your hit. And I said, what are you talking about? What hit? They said, oh, you hit your Antonio Brown the other night. I was like, what? I hadn't even watched it. So I had to jump on after the break and go watch it. And I did. I hit a rookie Antonio Brown autograph to 25. I was very happy. It's to 99. And that is Bernie Williams. But it only came after being very sad at first. Ramon Laureano, the Oakland A's, numbered to 99. Zach, you said props to anybody who spends $75 on breaks and then hits. Well, hey, listen, I mean, you never know. Some teams are more expensive than others. Of course, I'm a Reds fan for baseball, so my Reds cost me a little more if I'm in Bowman, but in any other product, Reds don't cost me much most of the time. Mike Trout for the Angels, proof. But I also don't actively go after them that much. I usually go after my Steelers in football. David Dahl, Colorado Rockies, number to 349. Dakota Hudson, St. Louis Cardinals, numbered to 125. Matthew said, I stopped watching and just watched the mailbox for a surprise Antonio Brown rookie. Basically, yes. Basically, yes. I knew if I hit anything that they would send it to me, and I got so depressed watching it come out in other breaks that I hadn't won or hadn't bid on. You know, they would do a bunch of breaks all at once, like in the same day, stuff that had ended for like 5-6 days straight. They would just sit down and break it all in big marathon breaks because it was, 1 and 2 box breaks and stuff like that. So yeah, I did. I completely quit watching, but hey, turned out fine anyway. In the end, it's numbered to 99, Mike Trout and the Angels. This is Jake Cave for the Twins, numbered to 99. A redemption. We're going to leave it right there, face down. We'll flip it in a minute, the end of the break, find out where it's going, and check it out. Bobby B, the worst for you is when you bought the Colts and Flawless looking for Manning, and Manning got pulled in the Broncos uniform. Yeah, those are deadly. But, oh my gosh, who was, Bobby, help me remember. Weren't you in there when we pulled, out of something Panini recently? Was it out of Flawless? I think it was. Who did we pull, that was like, who was it? He had only played for one team. He was drafted by another, but traded in the preseason. Never even played for the team that drafted him, but his card came out for the Houston Oilers, which of course would be the current Titans, because that's the team that drafted him. Because the card set was a draft class card set, and they were so mad. The other team, it was brutal. That is to 25, Tony Gwynn, Padres. And I can't think who the player was. Why can't I remember that? Noah Syndergaard, Mets. But that was the worst one I had seen. Because literally, he only had played for one team his entire career. But because he had been drafted by the Oilers, and it was a draft series, card series, that's how it showed up. Darth Kronos, Ken Griffey Jr. is your kryptonite. We pulled him really recently in something. What was it? Leaf Best of Sports, I think. We pulled him a couple times out of there. Eddie Murray is very popular tonight for the Orioles. There's another one, 500 Home Run Club, Bat Relic. And here comes another one for the San Diego Padres, Francisco Mejia, numbered to 75. Yeah, I cannot think who that player was, but the person that had the team that he played for all those years really got very upset and tried to argue with me way after the break, by chat and email for an extended period of days. Well, maybe not days, maybe a day or two. But anyway, that the card should go there. I'm like, but the card can't go there. It literally said the other team's name on it. I'm like, I can't just give it to you when it says the other team on it. But yeah, he had a hard time accepting that. Can't say I blame him, but nonetheless, that is numbered to 25 for the Indians. I don't know why Panini and some of those guys decide to do weird stuff like that anyway. Kyle Tucker comes up, numbered to 99 for the Houston Astros. We pulled some Cal Ripken out of something not too long ago as well. That might have also been out of Leaf Best of Sports. I can't remember what all came out of there, but I know Ken Griffey Jr. came out of there, though, because I want to say it was the 1 of 1. Pretty sure it was. Danny Jansen, Toronto Blue Jays to 10. Woohoo! Blue Jays knocked it out tonight. Before we recap this, though, we have got all that is hits, right? A lot. These are our numbered cards. We'll recap those too. But we have this card we're going to give away using random.org momentarily. But first and foremost, we've got a redemption. We're going to flip it over, see what we can learn about it, then go to the Panini website and let it tell us more. So this is Ozzie Smith. Nice. Leather signatures, dark brown. St. Louis Cardinals coming up big with the redemption. But let's roll over here to the Panini website and see what I can find about this. Handy, isn't it? I already had it set up, assuming that we would pull a redemption. You proud of me? A little bit? All right, leather signatures, dark brown. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Not leather and lace, just leather signatures. Where is that? Dark brown. There we go. Card number 7. Where are you, Ozzie Smith? Numbered to 10. Ozzie to 10. Oh, I love that. Ozzie, how do you not like Ozzie Smith? Even if you're not a Cardinals fan, don't you just like Ozzie Smith? I kind of do. All right, so that was numbered to 10. Making St. Louis quite happy, I would expect. I just marked on myself with the Sharpie. Daggone it. Hang on. I'm going to wipe it off on some paper. I mean, everything's in sleeves at this point, so I don't think it really particularly matters. And it doesn't stay wet very long. But nonetheless, wiped it on paper to make sure. Now, we have this yet to deal with. So here's what's going to happen. Of course, we've got Piazza there on the top and Roger Clemens on the bottom. So it's Mets and Yankees. We're going to go to the spreadsheet first and see if the same person happens to own both teams. I doubt it, but you never know. And if they don't, then we'll go to random.org. I will type in Mets first and Yankees second because I always go either top to bottom or left to right, depending on how a card is oriented. So Mets will be typed in first. Yankees would be typed in second. I will hit random 3 different times, and the first 2 won't count. Only the third one will determine where it's going to go. So we see that our Mets, that's Prospector Nick, and our Yankees are Mike. It's probably not supposed to be that, but that's how I said it. It's probably supposed to be D Mike, but anyway. You know I've got to say it wrong. We all have established that, I think. So that means we are going to use random to get it squared away. So let's get rolling here with that. Okay, so you can ignore the first one. It does not matter. The second one does not matter. Our third one does matter. Here it comes. There you'll see 3 times our date and time stamp. It comes up for the Yankees. So the Roger Clemens spot for the Yankees ends up being the new home for that card. Compliments of random.org. Of course, you can see I did not mark on your card. I only marked on the sleeve, and that's how that goes. So Yankees taking this one, compliments of random. The Cardinals with the fantastic Ozzie Smith redemption to 10. We'll go ahead and recap it and get it out of the way. These are our numbered cards that do not have autographs attached. So that's to 25, 25, 99, 25, 99, 25, 99, 99, 25, 25, 99, 99, 99, 99, 99, and 99. Now, we're going to recap all this stuff. Okay, so Rowdy Tellez, we're not going to read off all the numbers and all that again, but, you know, Brandon Lowe, Vlad Guerrero Jr., Cedric Mullins, Ahmed Rosario, David Fletcher, Stephen Piscotty, and Patrick Wisdom. It's a serious amount of hits out of here. Ryan O'Hearn, Wilson Contreras, Tukey for the Braves. Tatis, I forgot we hit that. It's nice for the Padres. Ortiz for the Orioles. And one of many Eddie Murrays that we will see. Eddie Murray came out a few times. No, there was a Ray, Darth Kronos. That was that Brandon Lowe we just saw was Tampa Bay Rays. Ohtani, Rosario, J.P. Crawford. I forgot we hit that too. Jake Bowers is a nice one. Willie Stargell. David Fletcher, Austin Hayes. Omar Vizquel, Willie Calhoun, Shohei Ohtani, Vlad Guerrero Jr., Jake Cave, Gleyber Torres, Urias, Pete Alonso, Max Kepler, Ryan Borucki, Justice Sheffield, Marwin Gonzalez. That one's to 75. We have another Marwin Gonzalez in here somewhere that's to 25. Chance Adams, Galarraga, Alex Verdugo, Steven Duggar, Polanco, Christian Stewart, Jeff McNeil, Kevin Kramer, Wilson Contreras, Danny Jansen, Kyle Tucker, Bernie Williams, Ponce de Leon, Mejia, Eddie Murray, Jake Cave, Dakota Hudson, David Dahl, Ramon Laureano, Michael Kopech, Alex Verdugo. There's a lot. I know. So a lot of hits, man. There's a lot of hits in here. Hanley Ramirez, Michael Kopech, Nicky Delmonico. I particularly like this one. I like the gold on black. Miles Straw, Eddie Murray. There's our other Marwin Gonzalez. That one's to 25. Another Shohei Ohtani for the Angels. Oh, my kitty's getting upset about something down there. You hear him? He probably wants to play. Ryan Borucki, Omar Vizquel, Kevin Kramer, Corey Seager, Danny Jansen, Brad Keller, Kevin Kramer, Kikuchi, Rowdy Tellez, Ryan O'Hearn, Corey Seager, Corbin Burns, DeShields, Cave, Fisk, Jacob Nix, and Vlad Guerrero Sr., which Montreal Expos, once again, are the current Washington Nationals. All right, so that's the break. That's the recap. I'm going to put up spreadsheet information one final time here. So for those of you who jumped in somewhere midstream, if you missed the shipping info or the what's coming next info, that is getting ready to hit your screen here in a hot second. So, yeah, expecting this to be on the way to you approximately Thursday. If I can get it done faster than Thursday, I will happily get it out sooner than that. So just kind of keep an eye on things. I print the labels through eBay, so you should see the tracking show up when the label is printed. And if you got skunked in a break, meaning you didn't get any cards at all in one of these breaks tonight, you'll get consolation cards. They will ship out when the rest of the break ships. I didn't mean to hit that button. I meant to hit another button. This one. Oh, that one. There we go. Oh, boy. One of those days, isn't it? So coming up for the days ahead, over the next 5 days, this is what we're going to be breaking. And you will notice that every night except for Tuesday night, we're at a new 9 o'clock Eastern start time. Haven't yet decided if we're going to stick with that or not. But for the next week or so, obviously, that's the way we're going to roll. And then we'll go from there. That was because several of you requested a little earlier start time, making your lives easier. So we're going to see if that continues to work for everybody. So tomorrow night, Luminance Football and Finest Baseball. On Tuesday night, Flash Football, Finest Baseball. On Wednesday, New Release Day, we will have Noir Basketball and Series 2 Jumbo Baseball. We are going to break both by the full case. However, in Top Series 2 Jumbo, base cards do not ship to the teams. They have a separate bidding category. So keep that in mind. On Thursday, Noir Basketball, Luminance Football, and Finest Baseball will be super busy there. And then on Friday, we have Leaf Autographed Baseball bats releasing on Friday. We're going to break a 3-box case of that. This said originally they were 4 to a case, but they amended that a week or two ago. It's 3 to a case. So we'll break the full case of that, and we'll break another case of Top Series 2 Jumbo. All that on Friday night. So I think that's got me locked and loaded for tonight. Thank you once again, everyone, for being here. I appreciate you very much. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, what's left of it, and that you have a fantastic week ahead. We'll be back at it tomorrow night, and hopefully if I don't see you then, I'll see you soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.